Welcome to a program known as Retrain the Brain, release your stress and discover inner peace and happiness. So when I named Retrain the Brain, two things from the science. Come on, my friends. So science says during the last 3 and 4 decades only that you can change the structure and the function of the brain. But did you understand anything? What will happen if you change the structure and the function of the brain? So understand it from one example. What is that example? Say, for example, you have a pain and that becomes chronic. So the brain creates the pain pathways. Now you don't have any pain and still the brain sends the pain signals. Oh, I'm suffering. Now I'm not suffering, just setting an example. So that, and at the same time, experts, neuroscientists in California for the last almost 3 decades, I read a lot of papers, and they say that meditation and mindfulness practices changes that structure and the function of the brain that causes, here for example, the pain pathways. Clear? But one session will not do. Now I have done, I understand. So if you have understood, then you are happy. No, that's a different matter. So that is irrational argument. That is an irrational argument. So that doesn't stand in the journey of the Eastern wisdom that says I've been telling about 3,000 texts and 3,000 teachers, and it is 6,000 years old tradition. Every practice of meditation changes your brain. Every practice. But however, exclusion is there in the scientific community that only the mindfulness practice that you did on Saturdays, where we do nothing and you pay to the money to the owner without doing anything. They say that changes the brain. But in our tradition, we say every practice of the meditation coming from the Eastern wisdom changes your brain. Some will find the change today, some will find the change if you are doing it regularly. You don't learn driving on a single day. But here is the problem. Pay attention and understand that point. If I say, for example, just an example. So I fall into love. And a scientist asks, let me experiment and prove it that you really fall in love. Will that work? How can you prove it from the science? Can you prove through the science the history? The World War II happened. You have to repeat it. You have to repeat it in laboratory. What it means, where we are going. The knowledge is prime importance. Knowledge in poetry, in history, in love does not follow the science. Do you understand that? So everywhere the science is not applicable. Science is applicable in the objective-oriented approach. And when it is subjective, meditation is subjective. So there a clear understanding of the manuals, the principles of the meditation applies. It does not mean I'm going against the science. Let the science and the Eastern wisdom complement each other. We talk about the state of consciousness. For example, you can just, I'm bringing it a little lower down. The state of the mind can be understood as a meditative state, even though it is not true, but for the sake of understanding. Whereas the science says, let us see if there is any change in the physiology. That is purely objective. Our main concern is, can you change the mind? Can you change your perception? If you change your perception, the mind changes. The change of the mind changes the brain. The science doesn't agree. Why they don't agree? They don't have the right understanding of what the mind is. I was reading last week one of the finest neuroscientists. He defines the mind is brain in action. Are you there? So brain in action. What is brain in action?
Thinking brain.
Oh, so brain thinks. I like it. But the science doesn't say the brain thinks. Brain in action. What it means by hand in action? Are they two different things? No. So there we come that we have too much of clarity of understanding what the mind in the Eastern wisdom. So now I'm going back again to the science and then we'll start the practice. We use the term evolution. What is that evolution? What is growth? What is development? What is that? One thing common. What is that common thing? Change. When you grow, you change. When you develop, you change. When you evolve, you change. When you transform, you change. Clear? So, the change in growth, in development, in evolution, and transformation are totally different. Growth. Plants grow. Right? Executive development program. There is a change. Change in quality and quantity. Clear? That's why we have development program. Evolution. You change into totally a new state. Now this mind does not run after likes and dislikes. It always follows what is good, what is peace, what is happiness. You are evolving. That leads to awakening of the consciousness in meditation. Clear? Yeah, it takes some time to be clear. No, I spent 38 years. This is just your second session. No. But you guys are more intelligent than me, I know. Why to spend 38 years? No, you understand that. So evolution of the mind takes place by meditation. So pick up last thing, likes and dislikes. Go back home and think of it. You chase what you like. And what you don't like, that chases you. So you're always in stress. Again, what I said? Whatever you like, you chase. Because that liking gives you pleasure. And what you don't like, for example, you hate me. You will take me to your home. You will sleep with my image, whatever I said to you. And you're constantly in stress. I hate this guy. I don't like this guy. Don't like me, who cares? Understand? You dislike something of your honey, the mind continues to think about their disliking. You like someone, it stays for a minute. And still you want to like. Honey, last year you gave me a gift, so you are chasing likes. Now I'm not going into dislike. You guys know that. You see that? This is the quality of the mind that we got from by default. Mind at default means since our birth. How come? When we were a small kid, Mama, I like candy, I don't like milk. There is no reason for it. The kid never found that reason. And it continues, it grows, it accumulated the impressions. And that impression is known as a desire. That needs to be changed. Don't worry, I'm always here. As long as the owner is there, he allows me to be there. Maybe someday I'll leave. So understand, yes, see that? Likes and dislikes. So the mind, when it runs into dislikes and likes, and then it rises above, you are evolving the mind. When you evolve the mind, you live in meditation. Then you need not to practice. So I learn from everyday experiences of my students and my private clients and group. And that is why I always ask, what is your expectation?
Me? Oh.
Everyone. Why you get up? So today's we are going to do the active meditation. Active means what? Even though you work on the mind, but we take work from the mind to bring about a change in the mind itself. Yes?
One quick question. So, the liking and the disliking, if you're evolved like yourself, you have likes and dislikes,
Yeah.
but they just...
I don't care. I care only what is good for me.
Let it go. Right?
I don't care. Every time I see that what is good for me. The entire Eastern wisdom is based on two principles, the path of the Shreyas and the path of the Preyas. These are the two Sanskrit words. What is the path of Preyas? Let me run after what I like. Let me escape from what I don't like. That is one path. It is the path of the pleasure and the pain. It is the path of the hatred and the love. And you mess up your mind. Another path, Shreyas. What is good for me? What is better for me? What is best for me? What is good? If the mind remains calm, if I express in happiness, is it really good? It has no liking and disliking. What is good for me? Do you ever say, this is too much of happiness, I don't want too much of happiness? Come on, understand that. Do you ever say? Happiness, peace. Do you say, oh, I'm fed up with the peace. I don't want that much of peace. Do you ever say that?
No.
You see how these principles of the Eastern wisdom works. We say, okay, I don't believe it. Don't believe it. Suffer. Suffer in pain at the physical level, at the mental level, at the emotional level, at the relationship level. Nobody is going to come to you. Unless you have an open mind, you understand, you contemplate, and then you follow the path. Clear? This studio is beautiful. I like it. Finished. It doesn't create any impression. When it creates any impression, I like it, I must own it. Let me talk to the boss is sitting here. Can you sell it to me? No. So I move, I have a disliking for him. So I continue to run like this. This is not life. That causes the too much of stress. Going back, active meditation. So we use the breath, we use the body, we use the mantra to enter into that state of consciousness. You put your 100%, one session is enough. Okay? You put your 90%, 10 weeks are required. You put your 50%, whole year is required. You are responsible, I'm not. I'm very clear. I put my 100%. Why are you so serious? Should I put 500%? It is you. And that is what I say. What is guided meditation? I'm answering also. What is guided meditation? Do you remember? She corrected me. I appreciate her. Borrow my mind only during the practice and keep your mind aside. What it means by keeping your mind aside? At present, your mind is obsessed with the likes and dislikes. It will return. Just before this session, I was giving the session to the addicts. You see that, and then the center in the New Brunswick, North Brunswick, was just near a highway. So just after 10 minutes, one person, heard the noise of the car and she woke up. Now, if you keep your mind aside, you're not worried about it. Let everything happen. Let anything happen. Other complain, how you keep your mind aside? Your mind says, no, I feel itching. You don't become aware. You do it. Oh, no, my honey says this means I will have to settle the score. What I dislike. So now your mind is thinking. You have to keep this mind aside. So everything is clear? Any doubt? Are you ready? Let us start. Close your eyes. Sit or lie down.
We have to lie down?
Yeah. You can lie down. So no problem at all. So I have concluded the gossip and now action. So, eyes are closed, sitting or lying down, and cross your legs and be comfortable. Being comfortable, my friends? Yes. What it means? Let us experience. Move the mind. Where? On the neck joint. What the mind has to do? Nothing. It simply becomes aware. Do you feel the sensation? Yes. Why? It is your body. It is your neck joint, not mine. So when you are aware, you feel the sensation, the mind gets the knowledge. What knowledge? That you are comfortable. Do nothing. Well, when the mind gets the knowledge that there is a discomfort, an ease in the neck joint, what should you do? Just adjust and align? It's a fraction of a second job. But if I cannot do it, that is how I observe. Your mind is somewhere else. Then what can I do? That is what I say. I put my 200%. Are you? Look at the shoulder joints. Your shoulder joints, you feel the sensation. If there is discomfort, you can adjust and align. Otherwise, you experience it as comfortable and there is a steadiness. To park the car, you have to simply put off and keys are out. The car is parked. But in order to park the body, we need to go slowly. We are doing that. The body is our car. We want to park this car before we can go within, before we can evolve the mind. So look at the hip joint. Again the same thing, feel the sensation. It is your sensation, it is the knowledge of the sensation that tells you are comfortable. Done. Finished. See. Knee joints, feel the sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. Ankle joints, feel the sensation, being comfortable. Done. The entire body, feel the sensation, being comfortable, and experience the steadiness. I have to do nothing to experience being comfortable and steadiness. The moment your mind will say, I have to do a lot of things to be comfortable, your mind is engaged in likes and dislikes. Then you think and then you do it. And when you think, you don't listen to me. And then you say, I've been doing guided meditation. Do it. Choice is yours. Second thing is being carefree. Carefree. Again remembering, keeping your mind aside. Whatever the mind says, blames, complains, at this time you're not listening to it. I believe and trust you that you will keep your mind aside. The next 3 steps that we are going to do, you will have variety of experiences of tingling sensation in the entire body, maybe inside the head. You may experience numbness. What should you do? Keep your mind aside. Don't get upset. Who gets upset? Mind. Ready. Thank you. So look inside the chest, the entire rib cage, and start breathing playfully and gently from the chest through the nostrils. You expand the chest and contract it. Expand the chest and contract it through both the nostrils without moving your body. Yes, noisy breath. Let it happen. No worry. No need to say sorry. Continue. Active meditation, my friends. You follow as it is. Guided meditation, and you will see the result. Your mind interferes, you will not see the result. Choice is yours. That is why I say I'm not responsible for anything. You are. I'm fine with it. Just do it. Continue. 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 Playfully and gently only into the chest. And stop it. Do nothing. No movement in the body at all. In that field of awareness, look at the head and the neck and experience the sensation, relaxation and the stillness. Even if I say only 2 things, sensation and stillness, you will still experience the moment of relaxation. Why? We'll talk in the following session. Look at both the arms. So here this practice cannot follow the science, because it has to follow the principles of the Eastern wisdom. Research, yes. Look at both the arms. You feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Look at the chest and the belly. Who is looking? You are. You are gaining an experience. There is a sensation, there is a relaxation, there is a stillness. Who in you is experiencing the mind? Why I said keep your mind aside? Because if your mind takes you somewhere else, how can you experience? And still you are in a session, you say, no, I want to change. See the point. I'm making every principle very clear. So look at both the legs. Feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness in the entire body. Done. Look inside the belly button. And this time start breathing from the belly, little longer in the hissing sound. Inhale, the belly goes up. Exhale, the belly drops down. Long and little hissing. Yes, I like it. Continue. No movement in the body. Pay more attention to the breath. It goes into the belly, returns from the belly. Are you doing with a smile on the face? Yes, I will appreciate it. Why? Because you are doing it for yourself, not for... Yeah, continue. Continue. Long, hissing breath into the belly. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, the belly drops down. And stop it. Again, we learn from our own experiences. Look at the head and the neck. Move the mind and the head and the neck. Learn from your experience. Sensation, relaxation, and the stillness is there. Look at both the arms. Sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at the chest and the belly, sensation, relaxation, and the stillness. Look at both the legs, sensation, relaxation, and the stillness, the entire body. This time, maybe you may experience, it's a deeper experience than the previous one. So that is what we understand, a sense of progress. But in the field of awareness, you have kept your mind aside, you have parked the body like you have parked the car. You don't even think about it. Yes, you gain, you progress from the experiences. Even a slight movement, willful movement, means that your mind is working. Keep your mind aside, my friends. Sometimes it takes time, couple of sessions to work on. Okay, look inside the forehead. Now start inhaling very deep, long in the hissing sound, both from the belly and the chest. Inhale into the belly and the chest. Exhale from the belly and the chest. Keep your focus inside the forehead. I never name any breathing practices. If you have read the Google, if you have made your Google as a teacher, the practice will be defeated. You have to pay attention what we are doing. Continue. Long hissing in the deep breath. Very good. Continue. And stop it. This time again we learn from our own experiences. Look at the head and the neck this time. You may experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. And you may also experience a sense of calmness. Where is that calmness? The mind starts turning inward. When neuroscientists says inward awareness and attention of the mind fires the brain and rewire it. At the same time, then it confuses me when they say the mind is brain in action. Both the statements do not make a sense. For me, they are right. Look at both the arms, feel the sensation, relaxation in the stillness, and there is a sense of awareness. Where is that awareness? As if the mind has started living within. When you release the energy from the unconscious mind, the mind naturally moves inside. That is what is happening. Look at both the legs. Experience the sensation, relaxation and stillness, the entire body. Sensation, relaxation and stillness, and experience the sense of the calmness. Now in that state, my friends, this time you start breathing deep, silent and slow. Your inhalation and the exhalation should be deep, silent and slow. Even you do not listen to the noise of the breath. These are the pointers. If nobody is listening, your noise of the breath means what? I could hear the noise of the breath. No, you will say the nose is blocked. No. If you breathe slowly, there will be no noise. Please, no noise of the breath. Please. And if someone is making a noise, you don't make a noise. That is the principle. The breath is going deep, silent and slow into your belly. It takes a long time. Then it goes into the ribs, up to the throat, and then you breathe out from the belly, from the chest. Okay. So once you have understood that this step needs that you should be breathing deep, silent and slow. So your inhalation remains the same, means in quality. It remains longer. You don't make any noise with every time you inhale. And every time you exhale, lips remain together. You make the humming sound louder, deeper and longer. Do you remember your inhalation should be very deep, silent and slow without any noise? What will happen? It will change the quality of the mind. And if you start making a noise during the inhalation, means what? You are not able to keep your mind aside. And that is what I observe. You want to know how I observe and customize these programs. Long, deep, louder sound. Continue, my friends. Long, deep, silent breathing during inhalation, during exhalation. It is higher pitch, louder, deeper, and longer. Continue, my friends, continue the journey. And stop the humming sound. Continue with the deep, silent and slow breathing. The breath is totally silent. The body is totally parked. You may be experiencing the freezing, the numbness and those sensations. Accept it, my friends, why you are here. To bring about a change in your life. How do you know that you are changing? Here and now, the change in experience. You continue with the deep, silent and slow breath, and at the same time you're looking deep inside the forehead. I'm making today's program a little intensive. So as you inhale, you'll keep looking inside the forehead. If you are exhaling, keep looking inside the forehead. 2 points, third point. As you inhale or exhale, start hammering mentally the space inside the forehead with the sound aim. So how you will work on it? The breath is going in and coming out, and mentally you are saying aim, 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 aim. Aim is a mantra, the sound. Aim, 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 mentally. Not loudly, no noise. What we are doing, it's quite interesting. We are merging the mind and the prana, the energy together. That leads to awakening. Continue. Continue. Quick, fast and loud in your mind. The mind is chanting. The one part of the mind is hammering. The other part of the mind is taking care of the breath. Third part of the mind is aware of the sensation, relaxation and stillness. So from one principle it expands the mind. From the other principle, the mind and the energy merges together. Yadi Chalevate chalam chittam nischale nischalam bhavet yogi sthanuttamapnoti tato vayum nirodhait. Continue the journey. So there what happens, the mind jumps deep inside you. And if you are not qualified, if you have a lot of likes and dislikes in terms of the impression, the mind will make you fall into unconscious sleep. The moment you become aware, continue the journey. The breath is deep, silent and slow. But you are hammering inside the forehead with a mantra. Aim. Now, bring your attention inside the heart and change the mantra. This time the mantra and the sound is Hreem, 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 mental. You are doing it, how you are doing mentally? Like me. Let me express it. Hreem, 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 mentally. No, without any movement of the lips or the tongue. But the breath is deep, silent and slow, and the body is in the state of the sensation, relaxation and stillness. It's okay. You hear the snoring, that should make you aware. What awareness? You are taking your own journey. Nothing outside ever disturbs you. What it means? You're keeping the mind aside. You're totally absorbed in doing, working on the mind. How simple it is. Continue. The breath is deep, silent and slow. The mind is looking inside the heart, and the mantra Hrim, 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 Hrim. The mantra is Hrim, Hrim, and that you are hammering. Why I am using that term? To make you understand. When you hammer the nail into a wall, it goes deep inside. What goes inside? Mind and the prana. So what happens? They become one. Then what happens? You bypass likes and dislikes. Then what happens? You awaken to a new state of consciousness. See that. Every step is logically understood and defined. Continue. Continue. So your journey is to continue the practice if you are paying more attention to your body. Means what? You are still thinking of your car which is parked outside. No, because I feel the pain. You see that? Likes and dislikes. Still your mind is focused inside the heart. That will take you deeper. And it will happen. I know. And now look inside the belly button. Here the mantra is clean, 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 clean. You're mentally hammering. Clean, 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 clean. You see, in this journey, what is the most important? You maintain your awareness and attention. What is guided meditation? I am explaining your state. That is why you borrow my mind. At the same time, you keep your mind aside. Yes, a lot of things may happen. What are those? Your mind will complain. Return to the practice again. Your mind will make the mess. Return to the practice again. Your mind will fall into sleep. The moment you are aware, continue the journey. Don't ever think that you are sleeping and that's why the meditation will not succeed. No, it can succeed at any moment. It is beyond time. And now leave and drop this deep, silent and slow breath. Even drop hammering the mantra. Clean. Experience first. Learn from your own experience. You experience the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Calmness is there. Sometimes it is the calmness that is very much wanted after doing that practice. And if it is not, that is why I give the private lessons where I personalize and customize these programs to help you feel better. But still continue. Now the breath is going in and out. Very simple. No change in the breath in, rate of the breath in, rate of the breath. No change in the body. The moment the breath goes in, look inside the forehead and drop the mantra, aim. The breath returns, take the mantra or aim out. Aim in, aim out. Without making any effort. You drop. Dropping is not an effort. I choose the words carefully to make you guys understand better. Breath is no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. The breath goes in, drop the mind into drop the aim into inside the forehead in the space. Gently, effortlessly. Take it out, aim, then the breath comes out. Goes in, comes out, goes in, comes out. Now do it inside the heart. The moment the breath goes in, you drop the mantra, Hreem. The moment the breath comes out, take the mantra, Hreem. Hreem, 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 Hreem. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. And you will also experience that the body doesn't want to move. A wonderful and a deeper state. And now looking inside the belly button, breath is the same. The moment the breath goes in, drop clean. Breath comes out, clean returns. Breath goes in, clean. Comes out, clean. Goes in, clean. Comes out, clean. You are aware. Now see, there are two parts. If you don't keep your mind aside, the mind will go to the pain and the discomfort in the body. You can even do while sitting. But then what happens? The mind takes you outside of likes and dislikes. Means what? Those accumulated impressions are making your mind crazy. So there is something very deep hidden in terms of the stress or anger or reaction. So there are a lot of things to be understood. Now do nothing. Remain as you are and learn from your own experiences. From outside to inside. Where is outside? Simple. Experience of sensation, relaxation and stillness. Keep looking at the physical experience, the sense of calmness. Looking inside the breath is normal. Looking deeper inside, a sense of the peace and the calmness prevails. Looking deep inside, you become nobody. When you become nobody, you are there in the state of meditation. So those who don't experience, simply take it because of the tremendous impressions you have accumulated that continues to react through your mind at the physical or mental or emotional level. It continues to move the body because it is not ready to leave the body. Why? Because of that mind is in mess. And that is where I give personalized program understanding your level of the stress challenges that you have to bring about a change in your life. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand. Feel the sensation. Bring your mind on the left palm. Feel the sensation. I'm happy the snoring has stopped. When the meditation comes to an end, lift both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences, bring the hands down and sit up. We will share our experiences too. See what happened, and we'll also address obstacles and the challenges. How are you, my friend? How are you?
Good.
Good?
I was warm inside.
That's good.
Inside.
Warmth inside.
Heavy.
Heaviness. Yeah, these are the different experiences that the mind learns and it changes. You know, these experiences where the science has to do nothing. Science will check the objective aspect of it. Now, I told you that, knowledge, different knowledge have different understanding. Can we repeat World War II in order to know whether it happened or not? According to the science. So history has not to be learnt based on the science. Same thing, poetry. Which part of the brain brings the poetry? So both have their role. We have to understand that part. So how are you, my friend?
I'm laughing through this journey because I'm playing with the mind. I'm borrowing yours, and then every time I feel an itch or I get cold, and I just tell the mind, get out, and it goes away, the sensation. So it was a different, joyful,
It will happen to you.
playful
Don't worry.
kind of,
It will
journey.
happen. She has been attending for so many months and weeks. So the mind raises its awareness, and in that awareness it drops the likes and dislikes. Can science check it? No. It is a purely subjective experience. So that is how we progress if you continue the journey. My friend, how are you?
Okay.
I'm also okay. I'm also okay. Feel relaxed?
Alright. I found myself getting pulled back into the car, so to speak. So I was like in and out.
So, did you hear her? How to keep your mind aside? Any thought comes, any feeling, any likes and dislikes. Okay, not this time. Let me complete the journey and it will change. It will happen. I'll send you 4 questions you have to answer now. How are you, my friend?
Good.
Good? Good. How are you?
Good.
Good this time?
You saw me, I was twitching and
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
My feet were cold. I was like, I should get socks next time. My mind was spinning. I couldn't borrow your mind enough.
Yeah. You couldn't borrow my mind enough.
Yeah.
Did I have any restrictions?
Now I restricted myself
Yes.
because I was like, I'm gonna stay still, and I couldn't, and I was cold, so that we have,
Yes. So when the mind flips and flops into
Right.
likes and dislikes, that is what we learned today. That accumulates lot of impression. And that impression are repeated. It becomes the mind at default. What is the acronym? How are you?
So,
Yeah, continue.
is it the physical state that distracts you, or is it something inside mentally that's turning that makes you think
Here is a smartphone, this is the matter. What is the physical state? I keep it here, it will continue to remain there. When the mind identifies with the body and it claims, I am the body, then the problem comes. You got it? Simple, simplified way. It happens in deep sleep. We are neither the body nor the mind. In deep sleep, you don't complain about the body nor about the mind. Do you really complain? You don't know where you are. You are nobody. In deep sleep, I'm not talking of dream. I'm not talking of disturbed sleep. Make it very clear. Right? See another example. Where you had a pain during the practice.
I have back pain.
Back. So next time we will invite and request anesthetics to come and put the anesthesia there. So there is no pain, you can succeed in meditation. But that is not the journey. What is the journey? The mind is disconnected from the body
Right.
by a chemical.
Yes.
Can you do it mentally? It is rewarding. It is a process of evolution. Clear? How are you? It will happen. You commit yourself and the rest will be taken. Yeah. Great. Yeah, I could see it. Changing, yes, evolving. How are you, my friend?
Anxious as hell.
Anxious is, but you didn't move
No, but I was very anxious.
because of this sound of snoring.
I tried to pay less attention to that. I did try to,
Yeah.
I look at it, my best analogy, like a typewriter, the old-fashioned one, type, and the carriage goes off and push it back in. That's like how it trails off, and then I try to like push it back in, but I have anxiety anyway, so.
Because of the snoring.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had anxiety
Okay.
to begin with, but.
Okay. Two things. At one level you have anxiety, at other level you also experience the relaxation. Right?
Yes.
Yeah? Pay attention to relaxation. Because you didn't move the body. I was observing. So simple. Because mind is so much obsessed with the word anxiety. And you already know. The simple meaning of anxiety means unfounded worries. Worry that has no basis. You see a lion, a tiger in the dream, and suddenly you wake up. You're still shivering. Where is the lion? That is unfounded worries. For example. So not only we have to contemplate, we have to pay attention to what is good. You paid attention to what you dislike. Dislike chased you.
Correct.
Simple.
Spot on.
Continue the journey, it will happen. It will happen. You can listen to the gossip and yes, how are you?
I don't think I've ever gone so deep as I did today.
Next time, today you are deep.
Very deep.
Wonderful.
like I'm on like my 30 days
Yeah,
since I started coming here.
30 days. But how many sessions you attended?
Well, last week was no good, but pretty much I had some family things going on, but for the most part, I come every time.
Yeah, okay.
Every
week,
session.
yeah.
And I started to do some meditation at home.
Yeah, good.
And I do it every day.
You do it every. That's
Yeah.
really good.
So, my seizures are gone. I haven't had a seizure in like 2 months. And I can feel them coming on, and I start letting things go.
Yeah.
seizures
That's
are-
wonderful. I think you're experiencing. You didn't tell me that you had the seizures, but the seizures have gone. You have to continue the journey.
I am. I am.
Obviously, you can continue the journey, and I want to know in detail. You can send me the email about the history of the
I
seizure.
did already.
What's your name?
Joanne.
Oh, yes, you did it. Yes,
And you
yes.
answered.
Yeah, I responded to that.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you?
Good.
Good? How are you, my friend? Relax. How are you?
Yes. How do we check our likes and dislikes have dropped?
How do we check our likes and dislikes? Do you have any dislike and likes now? That is how you check it. Do you have any likes and dislikes now?
As soon as
It
we
comes
go-
naturally. We try to.
As soon as we go out of this place,
So maintain your awareness. Maintain your awareness. Are the places responsible for likes and dislikes? Is a person responsible for my likes and dislikes or me? I have to maintain awareness. I have to live in that state of awareness. So simple. So simple. Whatever I like while driving, and I see the mall, and I have to buy a cloth, and I see the Macy Mall. Mind overlooks everything. That is likes and dislikes. I have to eat a chicken. Then I see the chicken shop. The other shops are not seen. That is likes and dislikes. Many ways to explain. Many ways. What is more important? Pay more attention to the inner peace and calmness. There are many other ways to do this. How are you? My friend. Fine, good. So this is any question